Hi there, welcome to the eComm Don's YouTube channel. My name is Anthony Masalone, and I want to give you a warm welcome to this very YouTube channel where I've created this specifically for straight value, no fluff, no showing off fancy cars, and just showing you exactly how you can build a wildly profitable online business. All right, so in this very video, I'm going to show you guys the first steps to going ahead and getting started and building a Shopify dropshipping business from scratch. Now, I want to give you guys the totality of my knowledge on this very channel that I've gained through the past 3 to 4 years of being in the dropshipping space and business by way of creating Shopify apps and also building numerous stores and privately coaching thousands of students. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the training right now so I can show you exactly how to get started from step 1 all the way to building out a successful Shopify dropshipping store. All right, guys, as you can see, we are now inside of my computer. So let's go ahead and get started right now with the training. So in this very video, as I said, we're going to show you guys exactly how to start dropshipping from scratch in 2019. Now, before you go ahead and get too excited and jump ahead towards, starting a Shopify free trial and buying your domain, the first thing that you want to do is figure out what you're going to sell. Because if you have to change your entire niche or exactly what you want to go out there and sell, then there's a good likelihood that you might even have to change your domain. So first things first, you want to go ahead and find a winning product, okay? So a winning product is literally going to be more than half of the battle when it comes to successfully selling things online. If you're trying to sell something that nobody wants, quite frankly, nobody is going to buy it. After you go ahead and find a winning product that you can sell and that there is demand for, then you can follow through and back it with a strong advertisement that will compel people to go ahead and click through. And then finally, of course, the end goal is to purchase your products, all right? So you're pretty much serving as a middleman, drop shipping products from sources such as AliExpress or tons of other suppliers and manufacturers that you can source products from. And you go ahead, get these products for, $5, $10, $15, and you have the ability to go ahead and sell them for $30, $40, or even $50, and even furthermore than that. So moving forward, the big question at hand is, how do you find a winning product, okay? So one very basic way is to literally just go ahead and do a simple Facebook search. So rather than reinventing the wheel, all you have to do is figure out what is getting traction right now, whether it be finding a winning product that you stumble upon through a search on AliExpress, checking out Google Trends, or utilizing the keyword planner to see what's getting good search volume at a specific time of the year or what's picking up traction. In this very scenario, I'm going to show you guys a good way to go ahead and tap into a niche just by a simple Facebook search. So, for example, if we were in the dog niche, we would type in, dog and then get yours now, because that's just a very generic call to action that could, quite frankly, be in many advertisements. So after that, I like to go to the videos and check out the video ads that are out there and getting a feel for what is getting traction, because with video ads, you can really see how many views that these actual advertisements are getting. So in the top one right here, you can see that it has over 900,000 video views. So clearly no one's going to be running this advertisement if it's not seriously profitable to the point where it's amassing over 900,000 views. So it looks like that they're selling a dog gate to dog owners. So with that being said, we could also check the description and see what else we can go ahead and dive into to actually start researching. And as you see, there is in fact a bit.ly link, which is huge for our advantage more so than anything else, because we could actually spy on their links and see exactly how much traction these advertisements are getting. And the same goes for even Google shortener links. So if you want to see how many clicks this ad is getting specifically through the bit.ly link, all you have to do is plug it into your browser and add a plus sign at the end, and that will allow you to go ahead and see how many clicks that specific link is getting. So as we can see, this specific bit.ly link has collected well over 32,000 clicks, which is huge. And what it looks like, a lot of these clicks have taken place in the past 30 days, in the month of January specifically. So with that being said, it's clear that this advertisement is getting some clear traction and that this could very well be a winning product that is doing 5, 6, or even nearing 7 figures soon. With that being said, that's just one very simple way to go ahead and start finding products that you could begin selling, as you're simply serving as a middleman and taking the profit home from the difference in the margins that you sell the product for in comparison to what you get it from your supplier for. So overall, finding winning products is actually really easy after doing some dedicated research and putting in some time to figure out what is actually getting traction out there. You don't need to reinvent the wheel or try patenting something that has never been seen before, because quite frankly, that is going to be overstretching and overdoing it when there's so many ways that you could begin selling other products that are out there without, unethically ripping off stuff that is already existing. So with that being said, finding a winning product is literally more than half of the battle. And as you can see, we literally just found one in a matter of minutes by doing a simple Facebook search. Now, that's just one of many methods that you can go ahead and utilize to find these winning products or active advertisements that are getting a lot of traction. But we're going to go ahead and touch on more stuff like that in future videos. So be sure to stay tuned, and do not forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not already, because we're going to be touching on some really awesome topics and really giving out a lot of value on this channel. So super excited for that to go ahead and get started. So after we go ahead, moving forward from finding a winning product, we want to go ahead and start building your Shopify store. So of course, with Shopify, you have a free trial that is 14 days long. So you want to have an idea of what direction you want to go in before you start your free trial. So you do have that time period to build out the foundation of your store. Some people, it takes a couple of days. Others that are really good at the process, it could literally take less than an hour or two to actually build out a full-fledged Shopify store with all the pages and information that you need to actually have that infrastructure up and running and begin collecting payments. So after you have your products on your Shopify store and you figured out what you want to advertise, you start building out your ads. The next thing that comes up to question and to mind with people that are just getting started with Shopify is, what is the budget to actually begin a Shopify store? Now, if we were to look at things, quite frankly, to start an online business and a business in general, it's actually super affordable to go ahead and get started with Shopify Dropshipping. My suggested budget is at least $200 to get started. So overall, you want to have $200 plus to begin testing Facebook ads and or Instagram influencers. So if you wanted to go ahead and start with Instagram content, let's say if you're really good at curating content and posting stuff on Instagram and getting traction to a page, that could be one very good way for you to go ahead and get started and literally start getting traffic for free and start warming up your Facebook pixel so that your Facebook ads are then gaining more knowledge as to who your ideal customer is and tracking those specific demographics and people that are finding your products and buying them. So overall, when it comes to your budget, roughly $200 should be more than enough to get you off the ground. It's fairly inexpensive by way of, Shopify only being $29 a month after your trial is started. And then you want to go ahead and start putting money into apps that are going to be helping you tremendously and your advertising. So being a little bit more bootstrapped, you might want to test things out with a couple of small influencers, or you can get right into Facebook advertising, which is definitely one of my favorites as well. So it really depends on your niche and the products that you're trying to sell. If you find influencers that would align very well with your products and can convert very well from what you see, then starting with influencers could be a great way to go, especially if you send them free samples and stuff that would add value to their lives that they could simply just post on their feeds. So moving forward from there, $200 is a good baseline. Having more is going to give you some more flexibility to start testing more and collecting more data so that you can start building out, stuff such as custom and lookalike audiences, which is a little bit more advanced and further down the line for those of you who aren't too familiar with this whole process. So anywhere from $200 to $1,000 is going to have you enough headway to go ahead and start collecting data and start building your online store. Now, when it comes to advertising, like we touched on a little bit before, there are a few different ways that you can go ahead and get started. I personally like running Facebook ads to begin collecting data that is super effective that you could repurpose and also get a good look into figuring out what interests or demographics are going to be responding to your ads the best. So what you want to do to go ahead and begin advertising with Facebook is you want to go to business.facebook.com and create a business account if you don't have one. And moving forward from there, you create an ad account, a business page, and you start branding your business as if it was a legitimate business, because that's what you want to do. You want to show that you are a reputable brand that people can trust and start building that actual look and feel to your online business so that you can actually have people feel comfortable and trust your brand when they're making those purchases. So moving forward from there, you want to go ahead and start targeting interests that make sense for your brand. So for this example, we're going to go ahead and stick with the dog niche. If we were selling that dog gate, for example, we would want to go ahead and target brands such as BarkBox or Chewy or Rover. These are all brands that are clearly aligned with people who have dogs. So this makes sense because BarkBox is an actual brand that sells dog-related products. and same with Chewy. And then Rover is a dog walking service, which clearly someone needs to have a dog to actually be interested in Rover. So selling them a dog product or advertising a dog product to people that are interested in Rover is a clear win for an advertiser, and it makes complete sense. So when it comes to actually advertising your products, a majority of it really sources from common sense and really getting an idea of what you're selling and who it can relate to. So as a marketer, because that's what you're doing in order to actually get your products off the ground, you need to market these products efficiently, is you need to really get an understanding for who you want to put these advertisements in front of and how you can go ahead and begin to make sales with your online store. So overall, with your advertising, Facebook ads and Instagram influencers are great to go ahead and get started with. And that's going to be more than enough to go ahead and get the ball rolling, to start collecting data, start getting your first sales, and also begin figuring out if you have a winning product on your hands. Now, there are tons of tweaks and things that you can go ahead and do moving forward in order to get a better idea in regards to how to make things as optimized as possible and figure out what's going to get your cost per purchase down and overall helping your bottom line and profits. So with that being said, what you want to do is start taking action now and begin testing different advertisements. I personally like to run ads on Facebook and Instagram feeds, and starting those with single interest that are typically over 2 million people within that specific audience. Usually no lower than 700,000 or 800,000 people within that targetable audience, and running those single interest ads to really gauge that specific targetable interest and figuring out if that actually relates to those people. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on the basics to start building out the foundation to a Shopify store and dropshipping business. If you guys are brand new here and this is the first video that you've watched, it's great to have you here. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more content because we're going to be rolling out a ton of stuff that I'm looking forward to sharing with you. This is just the foundational basics, and I can't wait to get into the more advanced training later on this channel right here. My name is Anthony Maslone, and eComm Dons. I am so glad that you guys tuned in here with me. Be sure to go ahead and get started today so we can start getting those results and moving on to the next steps. And also check out our other videos that are going to be coming soon and other ones that may be posted here already. See you soon.